So excited to be sharing this guest with you today because we are going to get to nerd out on good old systems-ry and share also my second love. VIP days are now my first love. Systems are my second love, I've decided, and whatnot. But they both are pretty high up there. So we get to talk about two of my favorite things and whatnot today. And so if you are here, definitely let us know in the chat. And again, this happens every Tuesday, so make sure to get notified by following us on Facebook or following us on YouTube. And that way you will get notified when these come out every single Tuesday. And we bring, again, all of our different varieties of VIP days, thus the name VIP Variety Show, so that you can learn from people who are in similar industries or have similar backgrounds or experiences as you to know if VIP days are the right option for you. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up Miss Nicole to share about her experience. So Nicole, go ahead and tell the good people a little bit about you and your business.
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to be here. My name's Nicole Alexander, and I am an OBM turned working on going full with just my VIP days and focusing more and more on those every month. So I'm pretty excited to be here and share that with everyone.
Yes, awesome. And you live in Kansas.
I do.
Fellow
Out in the
Kansans.
middle of nowhere on 65 acres, and it's pretty peaceful here.
Oh my gosh, it sounds lovely. I'm here for the peace, always. So let's take it back to before VIP days first. Talk to us about what your business looked like, the types of clients you were serving, how you were serving them, all that good stuff.
All right. So I have kind of done like a variety of things in my life. I started working online when my husband got injured in Iraq and had to make a shift from healthcare to being home and taking him to doctor's appointments and taking care of kids and just all of the craziness in my life. So I worked for a nonprofit, and then from there I went and learned virtual assistants. Kind of started from there. I was helping authors with, book signings and book promos and just all kinds of different things. And I really enjoyed that. So I kind of just moved up and kept taking trainings and courses and buying a million courses and, trying to finish all of them. And then I got my bachelor's degree in business administration and a concentration in digital marketing. So that helped me kind of decide that I wanted to do something a little bit different. So my clients for the last couple of years have been women business owners, mostly helping other women either start their businesses or learn something in the marketing realm. And I worked as a director of operations for a full-time position for a little over 2.5 years. And then recently I've started focusing more on my VIP days.
Awesome. And so with that, because you have a lot of experience in a lot of things, and one of the top questions we do get is, if you're somebody who is either multi-passionate or just multi-skilled in a lot of things, what did you start to do to distill down into, okay, this is kind of where I want to start to create a VIP day, and like walk us through that decision-making process?
That was probably like the hardest part of my process because I do enjoy so many different things. And it was hard for me to decide, okay, what do I enjoy the most? Like what brings me the most passion and makes me happy? And I just love organizing. I know that's like the nerdiest thing to say, but if I could be one of those home edit ladies where I go in and like organize somebody's house, that would be my dream job. But since I can't do that, I chose to do build outs with Asana because I love Asana. I love going in and organizing it or setting it up and clients just being like, whoa, like this is amazing. I can totally focus now. I can assign tasks. I know what's happening, when it's happening, and I can stay on top of things. And it really reduces the bottlenecks that a lot of them have.
Oh, yes. I totally agree. I feel like if I couldn't do the work that I'm doing, I think I would be a closet organizer.
Yes.
Because it brings so much peace. It's just like everything has a place, right?
Right.
I don't know. Are you like a Marie Kondo, like home edit, like watcher kind of person? Or
yes. And like my closet's organized by color and my husband's just like, this is so like, he just does not get it.
They don't appreciate it. I'm like, literally, you know where everything is. How do you not understand how beneficial this is?
Yeah.
Bless them. Yeah, I love that. And why did you choose Asana over ClickUp, Trello, Write, Monday? I mean, there's endless
Yeah,
ones.
absolutely. So Asana was just one that I had used for a long time. And so I got to where I knew it, I guess, better than the rest. And I knew like the little tips and hacks and, shortcuts to get to things. And then I signed up to become an ambassador with Asana. So now I get like the new things before everybody else gets them to try them out and give my feedback on them. And so I just felt like it was a little bit more user friendly for business owners or entrepreneurs to use. I know there's some ClickUp lovers out there. I'm just not one of them.
Hey, like we all have that's the thing, people are like, what's one's the best? And I'm like, honestly, the one that's the best is the one you're going to use because
Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. Because if
just
you're not going to use it, it's just another thing sitting there.
I know, exactly. And even when it comes to team stuff, it's like becomes out of my control. Like what I love may not be what my team loves. And so then that
Right.
adds like a whole nother level of complexity. But so then with that, deciding, okay, this is what I want to be doing. Did you know that, and did you start the process of just doing Asana type work before you decided to do VIP days, or was it kind of coinciding with the change to VIP days?
It kind of coincided because I was like, oh, can I do this? Like, can I make enough money to do what I need to do and pay what I need to pay? So then I attended the Done in a Day awesome showcase, the big summit thing. And I'm like, okay, like maybe this is what I need. Like I need to, and I asked your team like 1,000,005 questions before I joined. So they were very helpful and helped me kind of plan it out before I even signed on. So
Yeah.
that was amazing. But yeah, it kind of like coincided because I'm like, okay, this is something I enjoy. This is something I really can knock out in a day if I, focus on it and just I can get it done. So that's just kind of how it, happened, I guess. Just I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run with it.
Yes. So was the virtual conference the first time you'd heard about VIP days, or had you heard about them previously?
I had heard about them previously, from others that were doing it, but that's what really like explained to me what they were, what people do, kind of more on the like what who buys them and who your audience is. So like that just explained it to me to where I'm like, okay, this is doable.
Nice. Yeah. What about was there a certain session or anything at the virtual conference or meeting people that
There
felt
were
like
so many good sessions.
I know. Yeah, that was I don't want to have favorites, but it was definitely everything was so aligned and whatnot that conference. So
Yeah.
But yeah, was there anything that stood out, or it was just all of it?
I don't so many, and I took so many notes and I'm like, this is just amazing. And then I went and followed everybody, right? Like I'm like, okay, now I got to go stalk everybody so I can stay on top of it.
Yeah.
But hearing about others, I have a rare autoimmune thing, and so hearing others that were like, hey, VIP days changed my life, like I can have a chronic illness, take care of my kids, my family, and do this and support my family. I think that was probably the one that resonated the most with me.
Yeah, love that. So then, obviously, okay, you had the hard work of figuring out which VIP day you wanted to do, and you landed on Asana. So talk us through your structure of your framework for your VIP day, just so people can get familiar with it. And again, I think it adds a concreteness to what really a VIP day can look like.
Right. Yeah. Because they can all be different. Absolutely. So mine started off with me meeting with my client in the morning, just kind of going over everything from their pre-work, making sure that I do understand everything that they want, all their goals, what they're wanting out of the day. And so I will work on it for a couple hours and then we'll meet again at lunch. I usually buy them a Starbucks gift card so they can get a coffee and relax while I do all the heavy lifting in the back there. And so then we'll meet at lunch, kind of go over what I've done, make sure that it looks like it's aligning and working well for them. And then some of them like to hang out for a little bit longer. So then I might order them lunch if they're hanging out for a little bit longer. And then I'll work for a little bit longer in the afternoon, and then we'll meet again at the end of the day, kind of just to go over everything. Sometimes they have team members join at the end of the day so they can kind of get a little bit of training, but I also give some video training so that way they can kind of have some trainings to answer frequently asked questions. And then I give a 30-day Voxer access so they can ask some follow-up questions as well.
Nice. And so how did you land on, well, I guess number one, do most of your clients have team members? If so, like what are their team sizes?
Yeah, it's kind of been variety because I've had some that it was just them, right? Like they're one woman show, right? Doing it all. And then I've had a couple that have had, I think about 5 team members is probably about the average. So not too many. And they don't usually have everybody on. It's usually like their VA will join just so she can kind of get an idea of like, oh, how do I assign tasks, or, how does this work? What do I do? Kind of thing. So.
Yeah, cool. So then with that, and you create the tutorials and things that then their team can use to maintain and adjust and tweak, etc. So then with the deliverable of 30 days of Voxer access, like what are the types of questions people ask you in those 30 days? And has that helped you to tweak then future VIP days and what you give as tutorials or deliverables?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's helped me tweak some templates too that I create in Asana and can give out as well. And then it's kind of helped me understand, like, most of it is, hey, I forgot what you said to do here, or I forgot what shortcut it is for this. So I'm working on creating like a shortcut cheat sheet that they can have as well. And then maybe a little extra on the cheat sheet of like just some of the basic things, like, how do I assign the task? How do I add it to multiple projects? Things like that I think they just get a little overwhelmed when they're learning a new system, right? Like it can be overwhelming. And then it also varies if they're a paid member of Asana, because if you pay for Asana, you get extra features. So not everybody does. Everybody, somebody can use the free version and not have all the features. So I kind of have to remind myself on that as well when I'm given my tutorials.
Yeah, that's super true. And do most of your clients use just the free, or it kind of really just depends?
It's been about half and half. So, and then once they kind of see all the extra things that can be done with the paid version, it seems like they usually switch over to the paid version after it.
I know that's usually how it goes. Yeah. Cause we use ClickUp, but we have the paid version and it is definitely worth it on our end, and whatnot. Cause I just think at a certain point, you really just have to think like, is this $5 a user or whatever it is, $10 a user, really like going to trip me up without like, it's not like that extra $10 is going to go so far, especially with a lot of like the paid features.
Right. Like with a lot of like the automations or workflows that you can set up, it saves time. So I think in return, you're probably saving some money.
Totally. Always. Like you have to look at the ROI of your software for sure. But so I'm not saying go out and just, pay for all the things. But I think with project management, it's really crucial to have that grounded and as automated and streamlined as you possibly can. So it usually is worth it, in my opinion. So then with that, and with VIP days, do you work, obviously having OBM experience, we also have people who are curious about if you still do client work, if you just do VIP days, and like, where are you at as far as, okay, I want to only do VIP days, or VIP days lead me to my dream, like longer term retainers. What has been your like business model with VIP days?
Yeah. So right now I have 2 very part-time clients, and then I do my VIP days with them. So I'm kind of to the point where I like doing my VIP days. I really enjoy them because I do like to travel, and that's something that my husband and I enjoy now that our children are older and, getting ready to move out on their own. So I think getting to travel more will be amazing. So I might keep 1 or 2 part-time clients and really start focusing on my VIP days. But you're right. Sometimes it can lead to, you can do a VIP day for somebody and then they're going to come back and be like, oh my gosh, like I need to just hire you to stay on the team. So it does happen, and probably will happen again in the future.
Totally. And that's, the beauty of it is, if there was that rapport built and it was like a really amazing experience and you want to continue, like by all means, it's like you
Yeah.
don't have to stick to it. People think, oh, I decided that this was how it was going to be. It's like literally life changes, at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
So your business can too,
Yep.
So then with that and whatnot, what is something that you have seen as a benefit to having VIP days as a part of your business?
Well, I have met some of the most amazing people from joining the Done in the Day, like people that will probably be lifetime friends. So I think that's been pretty amazing. It's just nice to have that network of people that are like-minded and we bounce ideas off of each other and give advice and we're just there for each other. So I think that's amazing part of it. But getting to do a VIP day it was a little nerve-wracking the first time. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess this up. This is totally gonna go bad. And then it was done. And then, the client was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so blown away. Like this is amazing. This is gonna help me. And like she'll still send me messages saying how much the team loves it, how they've moved forward so much because of it. They're not missing deadlines. So just getting that feedback of how you help them in their team and their business is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I totally agree. Were you ever worried that because you had done longer term work, doing it in a day would have decreased the amount of impact that you were able to give your clients, or did you not have that concern?
I probably did the very first time because I was really worried, but I think I was so worried that I over delivered what I needed to because I was so worried that I'm like, man, they're not going to think this is worth what I'm charging. But they were like, you could have done half of that and we would have paid it. So that helps me a lot.
Totally. I think we do. I tend to attract over deliverers into the program, probably because I am also an over deliverer. So,
Yep.
right, like attract likes. And it really, it's always interesting to then get that feedback from clients and be like, literally, like I totally would pay the same for half or a quarter of what you've done.
Right.
And so it's like, oh, all right, well,
Yeah,
I
right.
can adjust or raise the price, right? Either one. So yeah, I love that. And thanks for sharing that. Were there any other mindset hurdles that you had to overcome as far as like different ones that we've had clients come in with are, I need to get more certifications or I needed more experience or was there anything that you felt like you had to overcome from a mindset perspective when it came to creating and selling VIP days?
Yeah, I would say that I think probably one of my mindset hurdles was like, well, why are they going to pick me over somebody else? Because, there's other people out there that are probably doing Asana VIP days as well. And it's like, what am I going to give them that's different than what others are giving them? So like, why are they going to pick me? So that was probably one of my biggest mindset hurdles was, being the one that they're like, yeah, you're the one that I want to have help me, move my business forward. And, it's like I've had several discovery calls too, where they'll ask me a million questions and it's almost like they want me to like tell them what to do with their Asana on the discovery call because they don't want to pay me. Right. So then you have those and then you feel a little defeated because then they don't come back or, but like I try to remind myself they're not my ideal client anyway, and I don't want to work with them. So
Yes, always come back to those values because I think too, especially with systems, I'm like, there's not enough systems people. Like we see them all because we're in this little bubble, right? But businesses are a mess. Like
they
I
are.
meet new business owners every day who are a hot mess. And
Mhm.
so I don't think we will be running out of work or there will
Right.
never, be, a standstill when it comes to clients. And I think too that recognizing someone's going to resonate with you as a person more than others, not because they're bad or you're bad or whatever the case is. It's really just you vibe with people, right?
Yeah.
And so it's I love that you shared that too, because I think people think it's saturated. It's funny now because everyone's like, oh my gosh, everyone does a VIP. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, no, Like there's not enough VIP days still. Like there's still so much to have available.
Well,
But
yeah, and it's like anything can be a VIP day. Anything
literally,
that you have a specialty in or a passion in, like it can totally be turned into VIP days. So, and I'm all about them now. I'm like, who can I pay to get this done in a day instead of waiting 3 or 4 months? I mean, if I could do that for everything in my life, I totally would.
oh my gosh, I know it. I definitely struggle when things take longer than a day now. It's kind of
Right? We're
an
kind of
unfortunate
pampered to it, I think.
right. Like we had we had to redo the sewers in a house that we recently bought, and they actually did it in a day, and I was impressed. And I was like, see, I can even have sewer folks like come
There you
in
go.
and get the sewer replaced in a day. So a lot of people can get a lot of stuff done in a day.
That's right. Yeah,
It's
that's
possible.
right.
So
The
yeah,
sewer VIP day.
right, exactly. They didn't even know who they were talking to. I was like, yes, like this is amazing. Now they can't build a house in a day,
Right.
obviously, but maybe one day that would be amazing. So with that, when it comes to marketing, are you focused on referral partners? Are you focused on social media? Are you focused on guest podcasting? What are the ways that you market and sell your VIP days?
I focus a lot on referral partners, and that seems like how I've been getting the most of my VIP days. And then I work on social media, and I need to get better about that, but I'm working on it. I'm going to get out there more.
Oh my goodness, I know. Well, who are the best referral partners for you and why?
I would say so far it's been like my past clients, like in my past clients, and then some of my past clients' students, like are people that were, you know, paying for things that they had. Have been really good referral partners as well, just because they're, business owners as well, so they know people, and then those people know people, so then it just kind of it just happens, right?
I know. Well, it just makes sense. I think that we see each of our clients as kind of isolated humans, and really like they are interconnected. And a lot of times they want to share like about how great you are. And what I found too, and I don't know if you experience this as like a retainer service provider, but it was very hard for people to want to refer me when I was like on their teams for longer amounts of time, because they thought that would decrease what I could do for them. And so they didn't really want to share about me. Did you have that same experience?
Yes, I absolutely, because it's kind of like, I don't know if they were just thinking that maybe your work wouldn't be as good, or like they didn't want to share the time, I guess, like maybe.
Right. They
But
don't want to
yes,
pay for the time. They
yeah,
also don't want to share your time.
yep, I've totally experienced that.
Yeah. And so I think with VIP days, it's nice because it doesn't feel like competitive or whatnot in that way, or detrimental in that way, because it's like, I got her for the day and she has many other days in her calendar. And so, why would I not want to share her wisdom and expertise for more
Yeah.
people to know? So
Yeah.
I love that referral partners is big for you. And also with that, I would love to ask, what is your biggest tip for people who are interested in VIP days, but again, are just maybe on the fence, and maybe it was you want to talk to like whatever a while ago, because there's probably more people that are like you. Like what did you need to hear that you want to tell, again, kind of your past self or people who are like you previously?
Yeah. So I absolutely wish that I'd done this a lot sooner. So I'm kind of mad at myself for waiting so long and him hawing around before I decided to just do it. But I would say, ask questions. If you are interested in like the Done the Day program, ask Jordan's team. They will literally answer everything. I mean, I asked them so many questions, and I was going through some craziness at the time because my brother had just gotten a head-on collision, and so I was running back and forth to the hospital with him, and I was just in a little bit of like anxiety mode at the time, but I asked all the questions and they answered everything I threw at them. So, and then I think they even connected me with like one of the past clients. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, and let me ask them some questions too. And I think that was really helpful as well. So, if people have questions and they want to ask somebody that was in the program, I think that that's totally amazing to have that opportunity, because then it's like, okay, like I can see what you got out of the program, or like what you how much work you have to put in. Like, I don't know if I was prepared for all of the homework, but like phase 4 was intense.
Oh yes. Oh yes. This is not there's a reason it's a program and not a course. And that's because we want to be able to give feedback. That was something that was really important to me. And so while yes, there is work involved, this is not a just come and hang out and like learn some stuff.
Right.
We want to engage with you. We want to grow with you. And so yeah, I love that. And two, it's not a quick flip of the switch that people think it is. We want to be intentional with this VIP day offer. We want it to be something that does provide massive value without you getting burned out. And so, like, we tailor, again, each VIP day, even the few people who have had Asana specifically VIP days, they're all different, like, on how they're set up, on how long they are, on who they're serving, on like all the levels. And so, I'm glad that you were able to get the feedback and whatnot specifically for you. So that way it's aligned to how you see VIP days fitting into your business, but also then who you want to serve and how you want to show up too. Because we're not here to build more offers that you hate and that don't like allow you to just live in your excellence. I'm not interested in that, Yeah. So, but anyhow, so if the good people want to connect with you, please share where they can do so.
So I think I'm on like all the socials now. I'm like I said, I'm stepping out in the world. I'm on TikTok now, although I think I've only posted like 3 videos and there's not a lot happening yet on there, but I'll start getting more on there. I'd say Instagram's probably the one that I'm on the most. I'm on Facebook. All the things. I'm on all of the things.
Right. I know. Right. So, well, good. Well, it'll be easy to find you then. So, well, thank you again so much, Nicole, for being on today. And for everyone watching, thanks so much. And make sure to tune in next Tuesday for our next variety showcase. So thanks y'all for coming. Bye.